Okay, so it's now the next day. Ended up taking yesterday off from working on it. Went into the city, did a little shopping. Also picked up a new pressure washer pump to fit onto the 4 horsepower diesel. It's a 3/4 inch shaft pump. It was on sale, 129 bucks, Princess Auto special. Don't know how long it's gonna last, but a little warm in here. I just opened this, but it's pretty cool outside, so going to be working on getting back in Transaxle today. And I'm thinking that, do I put back on this pulley the way it sits? Or, seeing there's plenty of room, do I clean it up and give that a tack weld? Now I'm looking here. That does look like a different type of metal in a way. But no, here it's rusted on this side, so it's probably going to be fine. But the reason why is you look carefully and you realize that it's just peened on there. It's not even welded around. Like, it's not really showing up on camera there the best. But you guys see what's holding that on? The only problem is, like, you look at the back side, it has a pretty good flange there. I'm talking about this flange right here. This side is really thin. So if I tack weld it right in that rusty zone, right where my finger's pointing here, that's all blurry, is there a chance of warping it? Well, my answer is yeah, of course there's a chance of warping it. But thinking that's what I'm going to do. And here's the old one that came off. And you can see it's actually pretty thick in there. And there you go. So you can see this kind of like spot welds that hold the flange on. But the whole fact is, this one here was a little bit bent when I had it on the transaxle. I kind of bent it back with a block of wood. And I'm guessing what happened is when I bent it back, it got loose between here. So, again, I'm thinking I'm going to weld it. I'm going to do it that way. And then I get to struggle to get those wheel weights back on. I might actually unbolt them right there, do them in 2 pieces. Again, that is solid steel. That is, those are heavy. So, a few other things I probably will do to it while I got it apart again. But at the same time, I got that gravel sitting there. Maybe I won't. But welding it, I think it's worth it. If I do screw it up, this is a tapered shaft, right? So if I do screw it up and I do warp it, I would literally have to take this from the broken one, measure it, find out exactly how big it is, and it could end up being a nightmare. It could really be a nightmare trying to figure it out to get something else made for there. But other people have welded them online. It is common. Also, if you guys noticed the way I took it off this time, I never took these guys off. I took it off from up there. There's nuts on the back. This one still has a washer attached on the back here. And you guys see how that looks like it's flexed? That metal plate on top of the transmission? Or transaxle? Yeah, I don't know if it's meant to do that, but it did. You guys see here? This one's not even tight. You guys see that? This one here looks tight. This one here looks loose. So again, when I took this out, these were all loose. So I got to remember this time when I put it back together, drive it for a while, and then crank them back down. But I'm going to see why this one's loose. Maybe it's just wasn't tightened up proper because it was kind of hard to get to. Or maybe it's stripping. We'll see. Well, that guy's, both of them are tight. This one here did go like almost half a turn. This guy here like quite a few turns, but it's tight, not stripped. Thinking while I'm at it, I might end up Loctiting them, but at the same time, maybe I'll just keep an eye on them. I know, I gotta make up my damn mind, don't I? Definitely a lot of oil in here because it still came out of that drain plug when I removed it. I was looking at buying a floor jack when I was at Princess Auto, and I'm going to regret not buying one because it would have been awesome to put it back up there. So instead, I'm going to use blocks of wood, bottle jack. I might drill some holes in the flange on that bottle jack and actually screw it to a piece of wood to make it a little bit more stable, but we'll see. Okay, so I decided to spend a few minutes and weld it. Yes, the welds look like shit. Yeah, I know. Like, look how bad that looks. But you know something? It's better than before. Again, I'm using a crappy arc welder, and I need to get a shorter extension cord. So, and maybe a proper helmet, but she's still straight. Of course, now that I welded it, it fits the same as before. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take off the keyway right there, and I'm going to put some lapping compound and lap it on there because it is a tapered shaft. Should just make for a better fit. Hey puppies. Hey puppies. They're so cute. Zeta, you're not meant to be jumping on your puppies. Don't start that. I like that one. Okay, so it's a couple hours later. Was just out for about a 15-mile rip with the quad. So just kind of a short one for today, but everything's going good with that. Oh yeah, and I should update. I got this guy going. So it was actually a lot easier to put it in. I should have made more videos, but again, people already seen it, but I just wedged it up with some wood. I still got to put on the dualies, which takes just as long as anything, but she's back together. She's mobile. She works. So next is these stupidly heavy wheel weights right here. And I'm not joking, like that is pure steel. Now that I got them off, I am tempted to weld them together in the center, stop the bolts from ever coming loose. But at the same time, if I decide to run single wheels on something else in the future, I could put on just one set of those and they actually fit perfectly inside there without sticking out. So if I weld them, I would just be welding the nuts on the bolts, I think. Ooh, I thought I had a bug on me, but nope, just helmet strap. Okay, well, still got a few things to do, and then probably going to go back out for another quad ride. We'll see. You want to go so soon?
Wasted daylight, hurry up.
Ah, okay. So we're just checking out the hunting zone here, and literally right down there, there was just a, oh, there goes the other one. It wouldn't have showed up on camera. The other one just left, yeah. So they're about 150 yards down. There is a buck and a doe. So this is just checking out the hunting zone, and pretty good luck so far coming in. There's a buck and a doe. So I could continue going and probably get another shot at them. I kind of wanted to see how big the buck was, but it's getting a little rough in here now. No, I don't see them no more, so they're way in there, so. But nice trail, just needs a little trimming. There, that's a better shot of it. But I don't plan to trim this, it just goes down to the tracks, you could say. But nice area, kind of wanted to come check it out. And now we're probably going to go check out the river, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You almost fall off the quad? Yeah, definitely no one goes down here very often no more. Look at that, hey? That's like 2 feet deep. So, last time I crossed this here, I think I would have been with Adam, but there's the river there. Water. And there's the old trail right across there. Can't really see much, but there used to be a bridge here before it got blown up. So, oh, I just heard a birdie. I don't see the birdie. But man, is it nice here. Got nice swamp bucks through here, eh? Just sit right here on a chair, just drink your beer, and just wait for the swamp buck to drive by. Or, I mean, walk by. Yeah, I'm not that drunk. So. Yeah. The river's normally only a couple feet deep over there, but I still don't take my old quad through there. Used to be a trail to go around, but it looks like
Looks like somebody went through there recently.
No, none of this is recent. So the trail used to follow along the back line. Oh. Couple holes there. Take a peek over on this end here. Yeah, see the trail used to go back and then up right there, and then in between those trees there's a trail up, but not no more. Used to see a lot of turtles in here. Not so much no more, but see a lot of mosquitoes in there. Okay, well, that's an interesting looking tree. Okay, well, I guess I'm out of here. I just had to check it out, so I don't think deers will really go down here for water at this spot no more. They'll stick to over there. It's too steep here. What's up, poo-poo? Oh, really? Really? That's not what I wanted. There's a giant frog in the porch that she just found. Okay, this way, poo-poo. No? Now you gotta go across. Oh, wait. You're stuck. You're stuck. Don't you pee. She's stuck.
Roxy, come here.
Does that hurt a little, poo-poo?
Come here.
Oh, the excitement, and she's just like,
Ooh, look at the moon, baby.
ooh, it's fancy. That hurt. I was watching the viewfinder. I thought I had more distance. She likes to run and jump on people when she first starts her walk.
Just a little bit.
Just a little. Okay, well, there's no point in filming this. I thought she was going to play on the sand a little bit more. Roxy, what is that?
That's a nice frog. Look at him.
Roxy?
He's fat.
You got a firework, Roxy? She caught, that's the same idea as what she just caught in the sunroom. Or not the sunroom, but the porch, yeah. It's walking in the backyard. No, leave the frogs alone. There's so many of them here. You know what's worse? When you don't have a flashlight and you walk and you step on one and you just go... It's the worst feeling ever. Feels like you stepped in diarrhea from something, but it's a frog. Oh, the hardest part of all is getting on these freaking wheel weights. But again, all I do is I line up a bunch of this stuff here underneath it, tip it on top, put my pry bar in between the gaps there, kind of wiggle it on, catch one bolt, then it's pretty easy. So it's got it jacked up now. That's all torqued up on the inside. Last time it came loose, so I went a little bit tighter with those bolts, but I have no clue when they'll break, so I gotta kind of be a little gingery about that. So next thing now is to put on the tire, and then I'll kick it outside, drive it around a little bit, bring it back in, retorque, and I'll do the same with the other side. Fun. Last thing, this job right here takes just as long as literally doing the transmission. It's crazy. Oh, Seda, you're so afraid of the vacuums when they start up, right? But you have no problem sleeping beside them. Wouldn't it be awesome if I put these vacuums on a Wi-Fi plug and then turned them on both at the same time? Right, Seda? That'd be awesome, right? You would fly out of here like a bullet. Make a good video, wouldn't it? I think we need a cat. Don't know if you guys can see him in the center there. But so many of those guys around in the yard. I think I need to get myself a pooty cat. Oh, zoomed in still full. Cooled down a lot outside. I got the one wheel weight on. One set of wheel weights on this side, single tire. When I punched it in here, one side spun, and holy, the whole tractor almost went sideways. But you guys see why I got the gravel? Do you see that? It will pack after a while, but then any kind of weight on top and it just breaks free again. So that stuff should help a lot. But okay. The other thing I got to do is, of course, lift this diesel engine out of here. I got it all sprayed with oil on the inside. That coated it pretty nicely. See, it's pretty well coated. Sat like that for the winter, so needs to come right apart anyway. Probably has a lot of, you can see all the sand blowing on it. I'm sure lots of it got into the cylinders, but the injection lines are taped off. I got to take off a few things on her, go through it. Starter, at least the way it is, I can turn over the starter, test the injection pump, a bunch of things later on. Because again, sitting for so many years, who knows if that injection pump's even going to be any good. But I know it's not about that. It's getting the garage done. So these tires are definitely a different size. You can see this one sticks out a bit. This one's up a little bit. Probably be okay. So I torqued these guys down a little bit more than before. So hopefully they don't come loose, but I'm going to have to check them. Same with the bolts that hold the transmission in. Just before I came in here, I went and drove it around for about 15 minutes, and yeah, seemed to be perfect. So time for the rest of the fun of putting on these stupidly heavy wheel weights. And then I am going to put the weight bin on. I don't need more traction, you can say, but I do. Because by having no weight bin, I put any weight in that bucket, it is so hard on those front wheels. Weight bin will actually kind of tilt the tractor back and take some, whatever I put in the back on a weight bin, I should be able to add extra to the front. Simple enough, because before the back wheels were actually hopping. Yeah, trees are getting too big. I can't even see what people are driving. Something just revved up and raced down the back street, and I can't even see what it is anymore. But it sounds good. What's going down the front street? Damn, trees are too big. All I know is it has gears, so kind of thinking of YFZ 1000 or whatever, the side-by-sides. So, but no idea, but it sounds awesome. See what I mean? Don't know how well that's going to show up, but who knows? Yeah, puppy update. This is the last one that hasn't sold yet. Not getting sold, yeah. So another one's hiding inside the low brindle one, but are you sure you should be eating that wire? I don't think that's good for you poo-poos. Yeah, like, they're just munching down like crazy on this plant. Gone. How's that? Is that better for you guys now? No, it's gone. You can't eat it. Okay, well, maybe you can. Uh-oh. See, it is getting intact. Well, the tractor's all back together, ready to go, so I guess I better get to work. Just have to stop and check out the poo-poos. Holy, sun's in full force right now, that's for sure. It's roughly 5... no, probably closer to... That pile is almost empty. Probably closer to 10 yards there of one pile. There's still a second pile behind it. But loader ran awesome, of course. Well, maybe not, of course, after so many issues. So it's going to pack okay. I'm sure of it. Right now, it's just lightly put across here. Just went and gave that a quick mow. I'm not worried about the grass coming back up through this stuff. I'm just trying to give it a nice base for now. I will get more gravel hauled in after. So, yeah, I'm going to call that. You can see the first pile right there. So, a little bit left. Just got to move some junk that Liliana was playing with. Trying to play with the clay in here. Refill. Put the mud flap back, but so the idea later on is to get gravel all the way underneath all this junk here. But to do that, I'll probably start grabbing from the front. For today, I'm just going to go up to about right here. Up to about this point. And go from there. Just going to move the skid and start hauling it in. This is already a little bit higher up here, so I'm not too worried about adding any fill underneath it. But see what happens. The only problem is if I make this too high, the water might come into here. So, but I did put a lot of sand in here, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to put gravel in here. So it involves moving everything out of here and doing that. Fun. Okay, so there it is. I only brought the gravel just up to here. I never worried about down here yet. So some of it, of course, got mixed down here, but we'll see how hard this stuff's going to pack. Going to need a couple rains. And, of course, a plate compactor would be good, but I returned mine. I didn't try to worry about leveling it from side to side, so we'll worry about all that later. Ah, you heard the noise stop. Well, we'll see how it looks. Give it a week or so, and then I'll bring in some more. Whew, it's a chilly one this morning. I like that. It's about plus 11 Celsius. Well, this is the way it's going to sit till next weekend. And we'll see how hard it's going to be. Leave some nice footprints in it. Again, kind of wish I still had my packer, but that thing was a piece of crap. The one I bought brand new at Princess Auto, the reversible plate compactor. So next weekend, I'm going to trim down probably these bushes here, trim a little bit more out of there, probably remove that tree right there and clean out that whole area and put in more sand, and then same with back there. Or maybe I won't put sand at the back, but it's kind of nice to do it. Well, I guess that's it for this weekend. Got to go into work. I also found another Sears tractor with a snowblower. It's a SS16. The motor's apart on it. Guy says carb proms, but $200. I really doubt it's going to last till next weekend, but if it does, I might pick it up. I'm not too worried about it, but it would be nice to have a spare Transaxle. But I'm out of here. Well, it looks like they're still cleaning it up. Makes sense. So I'm only going to get a few shots of this here. Digital zoom, I know it sucks. So here we go. And that's all you guys are going to get, because I got to get out of this lane because there's people on a bicycle.